And so there's a lot of stuff that, and I was talking actually at the Bitcoin conference, and it was really interesting where people were saying that there is a space for this podcast to be topical. And I think that what like I was telling people is that I'm like involved in that really we're not like over analyzing charts or like giving super deep dives into particular technologies, although we're looking to get more guests and do kind of like separate interviews to the normal podcast. But normally like just staying up to date with what's happening that week can, you know, get you
It's
ahead of the
valuable.
average. Yep. And then people are saying that because they're like, a lot of people, it was weird, would be like testing credentials. And they're like, are you really into this? Like, do you know about this? I was talking about my NFT project. People are questioning, like, are you just some like business school person that just
There's a
got
lot
into
of
the space?
scams out there. So like
And there's a
people are
lot of like
asking
new,
questions.
there's like the Web 2 people coming into Web 3. And I'm not trying to discourage or disparage the people, but there was a team that was raising funds that was really professional. And it's a guy from Apple, as well as a guy that had just worked in finance his whole life. And the professionalism and the seriousness and the vibes like have changed for to a certain extent.
So that's what Daniel was kind of saying. Like last year when we went, you still had people in like weird costumes. You had like, you know, that guy giving out Bitcoin baptisms. And I still
I
like,
did see some crazies though.
yeah, I
I did
mean,
see some crazies. There was one guy, it was like he was like BSV, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision is the truth. And then on the flip side of it, he was like God loves, and he was like, you know, walking around with a guitar. And there were some people like that, but it seemed very like industry insiders and like serious people, and also like secondary professional services, which seemed like that's what you get out of the, you know, the Bitcoin conference, but also other events just as
I feel
usual.
like last year there weren't that many professional like people handing out like business
Just
cards or
kind
like
of random
it
stuff.
was more like a feeler, like, oh, I'm kind of doing this, but I'm not sure. But
No.
now
And then
people
this
are
was,
being
everybody was like,
professional.
yeah, we're raising a fund, or we're raising our Series B, we're raising our Series A, or like we've been invested in and we service this niche in the market. A lot of people who are like, you know, just like niche products for